We have talked about explants and implants and the shame and guilt that goes along with removing them. Today we're going to be talking to people live about the same thing, coming up from the exact same topics. Today is the 27th, and the 27th of October, which is step 3, which is Sagittarius. It's about beliefs. And today and tomorrow, basically whatever you say, you're going to get. This is your manifestation day. Today is the day that if you hadn't seen it in the person that's next to you, things that you hadn't noticed are about to come out today and tomorrow and possibly even this Sunday. So welcome, come on in and let's have this conversation. It's going to be a really good one today. If you want to get on and if you want to be live, I need you to make sure that your Instagram works. One of the ways that you can do it is sorry, I'm just removing somebody. One of the ways that you can do it is that you can make sure that your Instagram goes live. So if you can go live, you can go live with me. Good morning, Christina. Good morning, Grand Rising. Sorry, Alan Boaz. How you doing? Stuck in fight or flight, any tips? It's Evolve Me, please, right now. Don't waste any time. Go to the Human Garage website, humangarage.net. Do the upper reset. You'll be done in 30 minutes. You'll be out of fight or flight. You'll be out of fight or flight probably within the first 10 minutes. And then come back and tell us how it worked. Can you set ways to clear acne? Absolutely. 28-day reset is your primary tool. If it's base acne, the upper reset, and you've got to get the supplements. You've got to get diatomaceous earth and Irish sea moss. You can get it from us if you want, and the Power Kirk is really powerful at that. Sagittarius here, any tips? Yeah, Sagittarius, you're feeling it today. You probably got your throat jammed up. Welcome, Mark Lou. Guys, put in where you're from. Grand Rising, abundance tips. Wow. Any advice for chesty cough? Hello, Autumn. The upper reset and Irish sea moss, Power Kirk 30, and diatomaceous earth, which is our fascial flow and foundation. But if you have a chesty cough right now and you don't have those supplements, hot, warm bath with some eucalyptus and do the upper reset. Upper reset is on the Human Garage page. Grand Rising, your recommendations for women with whoa, I'm just getting, you guys are coming in hard today. Any recommendations for women with endometriosis? Yes, endometriosis, the 28-day reset to reduce the overall pelvic tension and floor. Do the lower reset every day, the barefoot sprinter routine. Make sure you get diatomaceous earth, Irish sea moss, and the Power Kirk 30, especially during your cycle. Take 6 a day during before your cycle and through your cycle, and it will dramatically, by 50 or 70%, most people tell us, reduce the tensions of the endometriosis. Hey, from Nova Scotia. How to clear teen acne. Okay, we've already talked about that. Good morning. Hi from Trinidad and Tobago. Grand Rising from Italy. I want to do the 28 days reset supplements, but I have a question about mixing things I'm taking now. How can I talk? Let's go live. Good conversation. So Olive, Charlotte, and me. So I think her name's Jill. So Jill, going live. You just press the live button and we can talk. Yes, I'm not talking for the next today and tomorrow. Hey, Maria the Greek. Olive, Charlotte, and me. You can also DM us if you're not able to, and we can answer your specific question, but I'm trying to go live with you because it's a good question. Lots of people want to know. So Olive, Charlotte, and me trying to go live. Buenos dias from Toronto. Gut issue and acne plus vestibular issue for years. 28-day reset, but the daily routines you want to do are the upper reset. You go to the Human Garage webpage, do the upper reset. It's super important though. If you have acne, vestibular issues can also be attributed to parasites, high or low blood pressure, and it can also be attributed to compression in the neck, which all are a result of dehydration of the fascia too, by the way. That's one of the signs. So if you're having a gut issue and acne, then at the same time, I recommend the 28-day reset. It's got to come out, but right now you can do the upper reset, and with the upper reset, make sure you can take diatomaceous earth and Irish sea moss. You can bath in diatomaceous earth. You can bath a quarter cup of borax. And if you really want to pump it up for hydration, which will help with the acne, is take a quarter cup of chia seeds, grind it in a coffee grinder, put it in that bath. Make a paste, put it on like a mask. It will super hydrate your skin, and then do the upper reset, which will move all the tissue in there. But hey, Kim and Kelly. Hey, Kim, how you doing? Grand Rising from Minnesota. Estrogen dominance. If you have estrogen dominance, you have a chemical imbalance, almost 100% for sure. I'm assuming you're a woman. And a chemical imbalance is your tampons that have glyphosate chemicals in it. It's your perfumes. It's the food that you eat. It's the clothes that you wear with PAFs that are in a lot of the clothes, women's clothes today. Those are the things you want to get out of it. But any hormonal imbalance, take the stress out of your body twice a day. If you do the stress reset twice a day, I would do the upper or the lower reset every day and the stress reset the second time in a day. And you'll find that over a course of 7 to 10 days, all of a sudden the hormones start to balance. Because what takes your hormones out of balance more than anything else is adrenaline, norepinephrine, cortisol, stress hormone. Once they come into play, everything else is either escalated or repressed immediately. Best fascial maneuver to do at road trips, road stops, totally twisted and anti-gravity. Those are the ones I use. Endometriosis. Okay. Wow, we're like in it today. Aloha Friday. Yes, endometriosis. Again, I said it earlier in here. It's the lower reset. It's the barefoot sprinter routine. It's getting the foundation bundle of supplements or the 28-day reset pack. You've got to get diatomaceous earth and Irish sea moss, because what's happening is in order for the endometrious tissue to come out of the uterus into the body cavity, there has to be pressure on the uterus. There has to be. And that pressure is like in tight through here and down there. And that pressure also causes a breathing restriction typically. So then as your monthly cycle comes, that tissue that's leaking out thinks it's inside the uterus and it swells. By the way, I love it when people tell me, oh, the uterus doesn't swell during your cycle very much. There's a thing on the internet that says it only goes about 5 to 10%. And I'm like, well, you haven't looked at endometriosis fluid. I mean, once that gets out there, it pushes your way out. There's no way it doesn't swell. When we were putting it on ultrasound, and measuring it on the same patient with endometriosis, we saw a 2-time increase in the uterus size during cycle, and we did this literally dozens and dozens of times testing it out. PCOS, do the 28-day reset. The supplements are super important, and again, all of these dysfunctions have one thing in common: stress agitates them. Taking stress out of your body every single day. Dry macular degeneration. Again, that's a water balance issue and a compression issue. So upper reset, diatomaceous earth, Irish sea moss, Power Curve 30 helps with the tissue by releasing the fascial tissue around all of the muscles. And LSA from Philly just came back from Joshua Tree, refreshed and renewed. All right, G girl. Don't know who you are yet, but let's see. Just got back from Joshua Tree. Glad you took some extra time there, seeing how you're feeling. So I'm trying to go live with you right now. LSA from Philly. I saw your post about cellulite and lower body reset. So excited to try. Yeah, and cellulite, guys, the biggest part about cellulite is, you think about this, and I've said this over and over and over again, young women who are like professional athletes who have low percentage body fat, like 6%, 8%, stuff like that, and then have completely lean and ripped everywhere, and then have what looks like cellulite in there. Let me show you why it looks that way. Let me bring up something here. Oops, sorry. Oh, hold on a second here. How come I can't bring up my mic? Whoa, I can't find out how to, it won't let me bring up any assets. So it won't let me bring up a picture. I was going to show you a picture. Basically, what we've noticed is that through things like fluorination, things like glyphosate, and dehydration in the fascia. Fascia has layers, and we found calcification, like little dots, little balls of calcification, and it shows up on x-rays. And if you think about it, if this is a little ball right here that's in the fascia, and it pulls over like this, so it pulls over like this, then that's going to cause a wrinkle and then a little dimple there. And so again, if it's right here and it pulls over, then that's going to look like cellulite if that tissue can't move. But if we let the tissue move, then it doesn't look like cellulite, and the proper fluid comes into that tissue, which has collagen. I was going to show you a picture of my 83-year-old mother, and we did before and after of a single facelift. And the single facelift, you can see the collagen. I can't show you right now because I'm not able to bring up a picture for whatever reason. Yes, doing the supplements recommend while taking HIV medication, absolutely no problem. The supplements themselves, so the supplements we're talking about are, there's an element. Diatomaceous earth is predominantly silica, which is an element. What you need in your body, you should have in your food. You're just not getting it in your food. So it's really a food. And then Irish sea moss, again, that's a food. And these are the minerals and that we should be getting and we're not getting. We've got our agrarian farming techniques have taken off our ability to properly get minerals in our food and the proper balances as well. So, and then on top of that, the other supplement that we have is PowerKirk 30, which is used in HIV treatment quite often. What it does is it's the strongest. The ORAC rating on it. So the oxygen reactive rating on it is 500,000, where normal curcumin is 9,500. And what that does is it actually takes all of the inflammation at the cellular level out of the connective tissue, which is your fascia, which your organs, nerves, bones, tendons, glands, lymph node live inside of that. And so all we're doing is taking the inflammation out, getting more hydration to the area, which helps your body function better. That's the supplements we recommend. We don't tell people to go get a bunch of multivitamins. We don't tell them to get glutathione. We don't tell them to get bioidentical hormone replacements, because when the body's out of stress and hydrated and moving, all of these things balance. And again, this was a theory that we had while we were in clinic like 10, 12 years ago, and we put into practice. But now we have hundreds of thousands of people around the world that are reporting this. So we have lots of evidence, even from medical doctors who are testing on a regular basis. And the best thing you can do for HIV is take the stress out of your body every day, 1 to 2 times per day. It's like anything else. If stress exasperates everything that either heals you, takes it away, or everything that makes you sick, it makes it more. Hello, San Diego. Hey, Reno. Yeah. Andy Sellinger, my buddy Andy. Andy and I go way back, 35 years. Andy was a pro hockey player and super connected into the NHL. Andy, where are you at? You in Los Angeles too? So Andy worked with the Human Garage for many years. I don't know, 5 years, something like that, long time. And it's good to hear from you, Andy. So good. Hey, send me a DM or send me a text. You have my number. I think you have my number. You can send me an instant message, but it's really, really good to see you, Andy. Any tips for female period irregular? Yeah, so as a female, when you reduce the stress every single day, so let me give you a little bit of a framework. The 28-day reset resets all of your biology, resets your GI tract. If your GI tract's not working functionally properly, your body has to use extra energy to process. Not only on top of that, your body has to use the extra energy to process. You don't absorb food naturally. So if your GI tract's not working, that's a major stressor on your body. That can be up to 80% of your energy utilization. So that's first and foremost, is to get that in gear. And once you take the stress out of the body every day and you get it hydrated, then the body has a chance to heal. The fascial maneuvers work really, really good. What do you think about creatine and protein powder? Yeah, I mean, I have nothing against it. It's this. I don't think that. I think that there's other ways your body can get it now, but I've used it. Andy Selinger, I'm looking at your dog bowl. How you doing, old friend?
What's up?
Whereabouts are you?
I am in Florida.
You're in Florida. So Andy, you got to tell everybody your name and your birthday. That's our thing here.
My name is Andy. I'm old.
What's the day of your birthday? You're March.
No, October 3rd.
Oh, October
19th.
3rd.
Yep, I just had it.
Oh shoot! Yeah, October 3rd. So,
Yep.
how's Florida there, Andy?
It's warm. It's humid. It's Florida. It's nice. I'm going to play hockey right now over here. Yeah, traveling around. I've been on the road for 3 months now.
Yeah.
So
what are you seeing across America? What are you noticing as you're traveling across the road, America?
I know where all the bad roads are. I know where all the nice people are. I know where the cheap gas is.
Where are all the nice people?
All the nice people are in the South, actually. North Carolina, very nice people there. California is just, it's not as great as it used to be.
I went back there really quickly this weekend for an event, and in Joshua Tree, and I felt very, very, very weird. That's the only thing I could say.
Yeah, it's not my happy place anymore. I'm happy traveling around. I'm gonna head to the Pacific Northwest probably when the weather gets warmer after Christmas, and just kind of living, traveling America.
So you got a new dog?
I did. I got a new dog. Honey passed away, so I got Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is Charlie as smart as Honey?
No, he's not, but he's a good boy.
So Honey, it's for everybody to look at. Honey used to surf. We got pictures of Honey surfing on a surfboard.
Yeah, that dog was amazing, and people keep telling me that I had the best dog ever. Charlie's good. He came from the same shelter, and this the very same person I got Honey from. So he's a good boy. He's well traveled. He's probably been to more places than most people. So
Andy, obviously you always keep up with hockey. We've got a whole bunch of hockey players been doing these fascial maneuvers now.
Yeah, that's good for you. Yeah. I need to get back into taking care of my body that way because it's getting old and broken. I've got a big tournament coming up in Houston, Texas, right the day after Thanksgiving. So trying to get my cardio up.
I have a quick routine for you. Specifically designed for hockey, with you in mind. It's on our website. It's the lower reset and the barefoot sprinter routine number 2. It's right on our website, and it's designed for a lower motor and shoulder to hip sports.
Okay. My shoulders, like everybody else that plays hockey, my shoulders kind of giving out. It's sore after I play. I don't know if it's what is it?
First,
the rotator or
that that usually, honestly, that stuff will go away with I got a bunch of young rookies in the NHL that are doing this right now because they have all these wear and tear injuries and they're young, like Odin Tufto. We've been helping him for a couple of years, work his own issues out. What they're doing is they're learning movements that help them play their sport. They're not getting exactly the care they want from the team, so they're taking it in their own hands, their own prehab and rehab.
Yeah, I need to do more of that on the off time. I just haven't had the time, but yeah, the body starts to wear, as you get older. So you gotta find alternative ways of taking care of it.
You want to do something for that shoulder right now before you play, or you got time?
Yeah, I gotta find a place to put my phone down here.
I'll give you the absolutely best hockey maneuver.
All right, there. Okay.
So this is for hockey and racket sports, okay?
Okay.
So yeah, take your hands and athletic stance like this. Okay,
Okay.
take your left hand, put it on your right shoulder. Take your right hand, grab the skin and lock it on the elbow. Turn your
Yep.
head to the left and pull your body around to the right like a slap shot and squat down. And then pull in your belly button and breathe really hard with your mouth 6 times. Come on up. That one should feel pretty good.
Yep. I gotta keep doing stuff like that every day to keep the body
Let's
loose.
do the other one.
Okay.
Right arm, left shoulder. Left arm behind the elbow, pin. Head to the right, body to the left. And squat and drop and breathe in. Up. Walk around a little bit, see how that feels, like the old days at the garage. So everybody, Andy used to work at the garage with me for years and years. And Andy and I go way back into 1989. Andy and I worked at Costco together for a little bit.
Yeah, before all the gray hair happened.
How does that feel right now?
It's good. It's good. I got to keep doing that. Is it better to do it before I skate or after I skate? Because after I skate, I'm tight. Everything's clenched and tight.
Okay, so yeah, let's do it. You want to do one more? Yeah. Time?
Yeah, I can do one more.
Okay,
Get back to my.
take your right elbow.
Hold on, I gotta get back to the van here. Put this phone up.
Take your right elbow, put it up like this. Take your left hand, turn the skin on the elbow, put it above your head, and lean over to your left. Turn your head to the right and breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on up. Let's do the other side real quick. Left arm up. Turn the skin of the head, lean over, turn the head to the left and breathe in. Okay, now walk around and see how that feels.
That was good. That one actually felt really good. I felt the stretch in my arms and my shoulder on that one. That was good. I like that one.
And then if you DM me, I'll give you some ones to do on our website. But the lower reset, will take out all of your hip and your knee issues. So when you skate, you have less wear on your shoulder, because if your hip is tight, your shoulder gets pulled down, and then when you skate, it gets tired.
You're compensating. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right.
Look at that, ex-pro hockey player. I guess you're not an ex-pro. You're always a pro hockey player.
Always a pro. I can still keep up with the kids, even at my elderly statesman.
Andy, hey, listen, drop me a note offline. Let's reconnect.
Okay. Thank you.
Good to see you, buddy.
All right. Have a good day.
Take care. Yeah, his dog. So Andy had a dog named Honey. Honey was the craziest of them all. Honey would be could skateboard and could surf, and it was Honey was just such a smart dog. So Andy played professional hockey. Now this is going back in the days. This is in the that's the ages right now. This is in the 80s. What's up, Natalia? How are you doing? You guys, Natalia there, she and her crew are the ones that book Joshua Tree, arrange the Costa Rica. And if you haven't done it yet, if you're in the 28-day reset right now, I think there's a few spots open for people in the 28-day reset to go to Costa Rica. Just let us know. You can hit us on the DMs. And we had invited several people, but I understand a couple emails went into junk mail. So if you're in the 28-day reset or the Lifestyle Artist Program, you qualify to go to Costa Rica. You can go to our website and check it out right now under events. Okay. My periods became regular again after doing fascial maneuvers and taking diatomaceous earth and Irish sea moss. Thank you, Colleen. Colleen, you want to go live? Talk about that. Yes. So we've had this notice. We had this notice. If you're a lady in my age range, if you're a female and you are in menopause, a lot of them in their 50s and now 60s have been reporting coming out of menopause, and that may or may not be something you want to do, but that's what your body wants to do. So we've had thousands of people report coming out of menopause. And right now we have a lot of women going into menopause in their late 30s and their early 40s, which is not healthy. I don't feel that's a good thing. And what we've noticed is that the 28-day reset by the third month, we've had the hormones start to rebalance and menopause, people coming out of menopause. So real estate. Renique, working out in a gym doing fascial maneuvers. Okay, listen, I have always been in a gym. You guys know that, right? So I'll show you what it looks like today, just so you can see. I have not worked out at all in 4 years. So this is my body today. I haven't worked out at all in 4 years. I have only done fascial maneuvers. I've not done anything else. So just to give you an idea what it looks like. And what happens though is I'm way more movable. You can actually see my whole shoulder blade moving there. And of course, a flexibility like this. I can rotate all the way. I can actually dislocate my scapula and then put it back into place. So just to give you an idea of perspective, I only do fascial maneuvers. And today, I went through the summer and did no more than a couple hours in a week. I would just do a couple minutes a day before my lives, or if I was doing a class. And I thought, well, what happens if I don't do any fascial maneuvers for 2 months? Now, when I was working out, I was constantly on the clock to keep my body moving. If I didn't move it, I would start to lose very quickly because it required a constant pump. Now, since I've been releasing the restrictions, fascial maneuvers does not require a pump. And the body functions, but I have no restrictions. I am easily 2 to 3 times stronger than I was at my strongest. The ability to move things, especially in nature. Not so much a barbell. My body doesn't like it, but if I have to pick up something and move it around, or like sacks of potatoes or something like that, way stronger. If I put a one-footed sprinter on my back and ran down a hill like this in gravel with him on my back and then turned around and went up the hill and I was barely winded. I've never been able to do that before in my life. I've never been a good endurance athlete. So listen, ask yourself why you're working out at a gym. First of all, it doesn't make sense for me to exercise outside of nature. Like, I'm in nature. Why would I go inside? We were meant to be outside 85% of the time. And thank you to Raw of Earth for actually helping me cross this barrier. And I move in nature. I like to swim, but I don't swim a lot. I swim for like 10, 15 minutes. I'll stay in the water sometimes for half an hour. But we like to get in the ocean on a regular basis. I move through nature, but I haven't even really been doing much moving. And this is my point, is that I didn't want to have to be going to the gym to be okay, because there's always a time. I'm 54 years old. There's been enough spots in my life where I wasn't able to go to the gym anymore. And if I wasn't able to go to the gym anymore, and at my looking good and feeling good depended on me going to a gym, then eventually that's going to fail. Like, there's going to be a time in your life where you're not going to be able to. There's a number of things that may or may not happen. You may not have access one. You may not want to. It may be that you have to be somewhere on a site or somewhere where there isn't one. And to be able to do this every day, it works. Okay, something to heal plantar fasciitis. If you have plantar fasciitis, simply hydration and inflammation control, so that the foundation bundle of supplements, like the 28-day reset bundle, the diatomaceous earth and Irish sea moss, and then the lower reset and the barefoot sprinter routine. In the lower reset, you've got moves like this, and you've got moves like this. What that does is it opens up the fascia in around here, which is the reason why you have plantar fasciitis, in my opinion, and what I've noticed, and myself personally, is that layers of fascia get adhered and then fluid doesn't properly flow through. That fluid is toxic and it hurts when you step on it. And when you release it, it all goes away really quick. Oh, choose my path, thy first. It seems like you always inflate numbers. Okay. So where am I inflating numbers? We have 3 million people following us through our programs. We have, in there, we have hundreds of thousands of people that have gone through versions of our programs. You can see it, the numbers. You just have to go into our social media or go into our YouTube and start to take a look. You look at our TikTok following, we got 1.5 million. We got almost 900,000 on our Instagram. We got our YouTube at over 100,000. We've got people in our community programs, and our programs are being given out by doctors and practitioners all over the world. So if you think I'm inflating numbers, then come on in and take a look. We're welcome to you. Anybody who knows. You just don't know. You haven't been around. So we went to Joshua Tree just on a last minute notice, and like out in the middle of the desert, almost 500 people came out, and that's a really good indicator of what it is. We're going over the Philippines, and they have a stadium of 10,000 people that they're putting together. So I'm pretty sure that those numbers are accurate. My periods became regular again after doing fascial maneuvers and taking diatomaceous earth. That's my birthday too, Andy. Oh, October 3rd, another birthday. Chenta Wenta. How you doing, Chenta Wenta? Joshua Tree was amazing. It was a lot of fun. Okay, what's stuck for the foot and ankle pain? So if you have foot or ankle pain, go to barefoot sprinter routine number 2. And I would also do the lower reset, because if you have a foot or ankle pain, you also have knee restriction and you have something in the hip and the shoulder. Yeah, no need to convince anyone, Garry. Thank you. It's like a Shrisalva 369. You're right. It's just some people sometimes. I'm like, oh, wake up and smell the coffee. Take a look around before you talk. Flappy triceps, LOL. Aging, and it's happening rather fast. Okay, so if you, Kristen Oakland. Oh, Kristen. Hey, Kristen. Kristen, you want to talk? Thanks for asking the questions here yesterday. Trying to get more of my family involved. One daughter is on our supplements. The other daughter came to Joshua Tree to do maneuvers. Whoa, thank you so much. Hi, Kristen.
Hi there. I hadn't planned on this, so hello. I hopefully look presentable here. Nice to see you.
You look very presentable, and thank you for asking the questions yesterday. And I'm happy. I think it was yesterday, right? Or the day before?
Yeah, yesterday. Yes, thank you. Good memory. With all the people you talked to, I'm impressed remembering. That's great.
I recognize handles and energy. So that when I pick people off the live, it's usually just an energy thing.
Okay.
Whereabouts are you, Kristen?
In Oakland.
Oh,
hence the name.
You are in Oakland. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe Oakland was like a last name or something.
No, I changed it. I work for corporations, and they love to peer into your private life, HR department. So I thought, let's just not let them do that. So,
what kind of work do you do?
I work in IT, and I review contracts. A lot of contracts.
Legal.
Yeah, I'm not a lawyer, but that's the work I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the lawyers just sign off at the end. It's all the people that do the work in between.
Exactly. For hours on end.
You're looking at SLAs all the time.
All day long. Yeah. Yesterday was another 12-hour day, so it's I'm I
Oh,
think
so
so.
you only work half days, 12 hours.
Oh, yeah. Right. Exactly.
Kristen, when's your birthday?
June 5th.
Oh, there you go. Gemini, of course. Yes, you're in the right. You're doing exactly the right thing. And
Am I?
you're probably a 14-degree Gemini too, or a 13.
You know, I just did the chart thing for the first time the other day. I wish I could remember what it said. It was something like that Gemini, and then my moon sign was like 29-degree Cancer or whatever.
Oh,
But
you're a 29-degree Cancer in the
but
moon. Whoa,
I
that
have to
means
say one thing though. I don't know the exact time I was
yeah,
born. I talked to my mom about it and she's like, well, it's somewhere around 9ish. So I did the chart at like 9:03 and then I did the chart at like 9:15, 9:20. And between 9:03 and 9:15 or 9:20, it was different.
yeah. Your
So
moon and your rising often change.
yeah, so I don't know the exact time, but the Gemini was about the same, but
Yeah, Gemini would have probably stayed the same
there
unless there's a step change that day. But the moon and the rising. But you know, the moon is just is really how you emote in the world. So it's really what drives you. And at 29 degrees, that means that probably somewhere in your life that you had this feeling or intuition that you're supposed to do something in the world, like to help the world. And it's probably been a calling your whole life.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably 29, whichever the one was 29 degrees, that's probably it.
Okay.
It's almost like a calling, like, and if it's, you said it was in Cancer, so it's about community.
I think it was Cancer. It might have been Sag because one of them was Cancer and one of them was Sag between the two different. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I don't remember.
So, well, Sagittarius is about learning, education. It's constant. Sag is about the student and the teacher and pushing the envelopes all the times. And sorry, Sagittarius. And Cancer is about the community, the caring, and Cancers are more detail oriented and they notice all the. So, and Sagittarius is it's like, oh, somebody had an emotion. I didn't see that. And
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm very aware of other people's things. You know, I'm very empathetic.
yeah, I'm probably
Empath.
sure it's a Cancer. And do you ever have issues in your intestinal tract or hips?
Hip is a thing that's I'm by the way, I'm just seeing myself. I just woke up like 5 minutes ago. So I'm like, hi. I just got a glimpse of myself for a second. The hip thing started during the whole thing going on the last 3 years.
Left hip?
On my right.
Left hip?
My right side. My
hip.
whole right side has been a problem. My knee and my hip. And then, well, my foot, actually both feet now are getting bunions near the pinky toe.
Oh, okay.
But all this stuff
started
the last couple of years.
You have fairly narrow hips, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, for you, the lower reset and the barefoot sprinter routine will help the hips and the pelvic floor open up. And there's one movement called pretzel squat where you go like this, and if you take and you go out like this and you twist your quad and then squat, it'll open up right on the inside of the hip or on your trochanter. That'll let it go.
Okay. Yeah, it's like a pain to the right where I have this urge to cross my right leg over my left knee, kind of like I'm sitting, like bend the right knee, kind of stretch out the hip because it'll really hurt off to the side, like a soreness over there. And I've had chiropractors look at it and they don't really get much out of that.
They're not going to see it because it's fascial constriction. You got, like I said, the Gemini, you're going to have narrower hips like that. And then if it's a Cancer, especially, the inside's going to want more space. The outside's going to be constricting. And so the lower reset, it has things like a hip release. And then the pretzel squat, which is not in there. There's one called pullover, psoas release, which is in there. And then pretzel squat. The pretzel squat is like this. But if you take and you twist your quad and you squat, that'll open up right inside the trochanter and the pelvic region, and you should get some space in there. It'll help you with the hips. Hello. Did I freeze or did you guys freeze? Okay, I can't find you again. Okay, well, send me another message and I'll help you out with that. I know exactly where you're going. Hey, thanks. What's up, Natalia? Another Pisces. I feel the emotions of everyone. 28-degree Cancer. Yeah, you're going to feel it all in your heart. 28-degree Cancer. Yeah, for sure. What is 24 degrees? 24 degrees is a peacekeeper. 24 degrees is somebody who is looking for balance. 24 degrees, depending on what your sign is, probably like pretty things or like things to be nice around you. But 24 degrees is definitely the peacekeeper. Probably really good at working with people. Gemini all over the planet. Yes. Yeah. Another Gemini. Yeah, you know, it's funny because I answer a lot of messages. I mean, we've got other people answering messages, and so you know, if you ask a question, we've answered the same questions hundreds of times. So what we typically do is write an answer for the question. It's in an automatic system, and then we have people that know how to answer them go and give you the answer. Those are answers that I have given in the past, and then what happens is we customize it. But what happens is if they don't know the answer or if it looks a little bit off, they send it to me. So I got my list here. Thank you, Jolly Gal. Appreciate it. You know, and thank you guys for saying that. You know, my platforms speak for themselves. We know we've been in this weird spot describing ourselves and who we are and what we do, because currently we run a corporation with a foundation that's being a new one that's being set up internationally. But we run a corporation and we make all of our programs accessible. What does that mean? Well, they weren't all like that. When we started, we charged for the Lifestyle Artist program. And then we went from charging to donations to who could do it. And then when we got supplements, hold on a second here. Hold on a second. Yeah. Sorry. And then when we got supplements, we go, okay, now we can make even the Lifestyle Artist program. So there was no barrier to entry, but we run in a corporation, and we use the nomenclature is not for profit. What is not for profit? It's not a non-profit. It's not a charity. It means that we take all of the money and we put it back invest it into it. Nobody's taking a salary. Nobody takes that money and goes and buys a house or a car or a Ferrari or anything like that. We live together in a community, and we have hundreds of volunteers, and they all contribute in some way, shape, or form. And we work together, and we use the money to create more programs, more videos, and that's how we've been able to do this in 3 years. And so we're looking for a new way to describe it, because it really is, when you say not for profit, that's limiting the fact. We want money. We have people that give us donations. The largest donation we've had is $175,000. We've had donations at $10 and $5 and $20, and people who donate every month. And what we do is we're good stewards of that money. And what we do is use that money to help people. When you see us give out supplements all the time and help people, and when we go on programs, we do not charge for any of the meetings that we do or anything like that. We do show up and do appearances, like we did one in outside of Joshua Tree. That's what brought us out there. We went up there for a corporate event, and they gave our foundation a donation, and that's how we use the money. So we're looking for new words to describe it, because it's not the normal thing. And there's a lot of reasons, like, for example, people, well, like, why don't you go a 501c3? Well, it's a lot of money and energy to maintain a 501c3. And the people who have been donating to us, especially the larger donors, they don't care. They're coming from usually Europe and Asia and stuff like that. They can't get a tax write-off in the United States anyway, so they don't really care. But what we've been doing is doing things like, when you purchase from one of our partners, they give us an affiliate fee, and that fee lets us produce more videos. Lets us, like right now, we're getting so that we can start populating YouTube with all kinds of long-form content, which is not just social media, which is like stories and help and how-to and videos and stuff like that. So we have a team of editors that are around, and editors you have to pay. So those are some of the things that we do with our money, and we're looking for a new way to call it. Somebody was asking here, can I take one supplement per meal instead of two at once? Yeah, what supplement are you talking about? And the answer is yes. This is Haruka Bird. What supplements are you talking about? I've had shingles 2 times in my early 30s. Any tips? Yes. The shingles virus, okay, super important. It's like chicken pox. Basically, it's herpes. And what I recommend, if you've had it twice, is your body's telling you that it's trying to expel and express something. The 28-day reset, plan on going to that and do it 2 months in a row. That usually gets the fascia loosed, and usually shingles is going to show up here. That's predominantly. It can show up other places, but quite often in that area, and that's around your spleen, and it's also around the stomach and spleen and the gallbladder areas, but predominantly around spleen. And when your immune system's low, your spleen is super active, and like Epstein-Barr lives in your liver, lives in your liver, your kidneys, and your spleen, and it can stay dormant in there. And when your immune system's down, it can come out too and start to play havoc too. But so a healthy fat girl, I would do the 28-day reset. You're at that point, you're early 30s, so it's just telling you to do something right now. Yes, we're helping you hold your bodies to prepare more, or helping to prepare your bodies to hold more light. Nerve pain from shingles has gone away. Oh, that's really, really good, Angela. Thyroid problems, guys, thyroid issues, again, autoimmune, really, really simple. We have many people, thousands of people that have had high thyroid issues in the 28-day reset. In the community journals, you can see it with rebalancing of thyroid hormones. One of the things that you can look at for those rebalancing is what causes them to be out of balance. The first one is adrenaline, norepinephrine, and cortisol, stress hormones. When stress hormones go up, all of the good hormones go down, the body dysregulates, and then the thyroid has to start to balance things like heat. Stress is very hot. So the thyroid, if it's always, you're going in and out of stress all the time, after 10, 15, 20 years, your body goes, oh, I can't do anymore. Your thyroid is the symptom. We have a report coming out, a video coming out at some point here from another Pisces who had thyroid nodules. And she'd just been doing the thyroid reset, the supplements, and the stress reset. That's all she'd been doing. And she got a report back from annual report, and all of her nodules had gone away. And we get this. Oh, somebody even asked about that. So thyroid nodules, the first thing is get the system cleared up, because if your body's not absorbing nutrients properly, you're going to have an issue in regulation of heat, regulation of power. So make sure you clean up. The 28-day reset gets you back to baseline. The most common issue for thyroid is dehydration of fascia, we found, because that keeps the body in a chronic stress or fight or flight symptom. And when you take the body out of fight or flight by taking it out of stress daily over a period of time, then the body has time to actually help itself. Because when it's in stress, your body can't heal itself. So again, 28-day reset. I would do it, and you can follow HER metanoia. So HER _ metanoia, METNIOA, metanoia, and it's Rochelle Gallus, and she's one of our coaches, and she specializes in women's health, breast health, and she works with hundreds and hundreds of women specifically on those issues as well. Do you take 20 mulotine borax internally? I do personally. Not always. I take boric acid, and sometimes I take boron. It's like, depends where I am. I travel into countries, and sometimes I just can't get what I need to. 508C1A. Yeah. Anyways, we're not in the U.S. Just to clear that up, we're a Canadian corporation, and the foundation's set up offshore. And again, the reason is most of our growth worldwide isn't going to happen in North America. It's happening in Asia, Middle East, in India, in China, in Russia. Is it better to take one per meal? Yeah, actually, the Kirk, I would take more. I would take two at a time or three at a time, because it's the amount of inflammation control that comes down. So that's accumulative, but the flow and foundation, you can take it spaced out however you want. It's just in your body when it's there. The fuel, the fascial fuel is different. The fascial fuel, 2 to 4 tablets. Try this. If you are intermittent fasting, if you're like 160 pounds or less, take 3 fuel. If you're 160 pounds or over, take 4. And then intermittent fast, get up in the morning, take the fuel. It will curb your appetite. It'll put your body into ketogenesis. It will keep it there for about 4 to 6 hours and suppress your appetite naturally. Not with an appetite suppressant, just if your body's running on ketones, it doesn't actually have the sugar. It doesn't have the sugar craving, so your body craves the sugar to balance off the hormones. So the fascial fuel is super powerful. Feed. Yeah, all the supplements, Angela, you can find them on our website. And the resets you can also find on our website. A good chiropractor, naturopathic doctor could help with your nutritional support, but they have not the ability to help and address a cause of diagnostic standpoint. Yeah, you know what? At the end of it, I have found, being a consumer of chiropractic and naturopathy for 30 years, practicing in those fields with all allopathic and everything else, Chinese medicine, everything like that for over a decade. I have found that when you take your body out of stress, you do fascia maneuvers, you hydrate the body, and get the inflammation down, adjust your diet. I found that's more powerful because that's why you're needing to go to those places anyway. And take the power and put it back into your own hands. How does fascia react to drinking alcohol? Well, alcohol is a poison, okay? And I'm going to say there's a big difference between fermentation and distillation. Fermentation tends to hit your rear brain back, so your hormone control, and it really affects things like sadness. So if you're a little bit sad and you drink a wine or a beer, usually it can be a little less sad. Or if you're a little bit angry or fearful, then you could actually be sad when you drink wine or beer. But as soon as you can watch this, if somebody's drinking wine, they'll tend to be kind of in their state, either a little bit tipsy or a little bit sad or a little bit happy. But you give them one shot of vodka, and then all of a sudden the mouth comes out or the attitude. And that's because the distillation, fermentation works in the body in the natural with the biome too. But the distillation goes, and the amount of alcohol, especially in 1 or 2 shots, it occupies the liver, instantaneously. And when it occupies the liver, it takes over the liver. And the liver is when your liver is really busy and your organs are really busy, then you basically your presence or consciousness goes to your thoughts or your narrative. That's why people want to fight. You see people all drinking beer and they have 1 shot. Now I want to fight. There's a big difference. And here's a couple other things too. Things like Jägermeister, 1 shot of Jägermeister, like 1 ounce or less, tends to work directly on the fascia. Alcohol is a transport mechanism. Low doses of alcohol helps the body, opens the insulin pathway, and gets whatever's in there faster. So Jägermeister, I think it's 52 botanicals or 51 botanicals, maybe it's 48. But Jägermeister is actually a medication, and we were just taught to drink it in college. And another one, actually, which is a botanical, is gin. Gin is a botanical. They call them panty removers because botanicals can interact with our emotions pretty heavily and our reasoning centers. And then here's an interesting one: is tequila is one of the only alcohols that's actually a stimulant. So it's a stimulant tied to the depressant of the alcohol, and that's why people go like a tequila. They're gone. So different alcohol interacts differently. Yeah, I can't believe how much the maneuvers help with grief. Thank you for saying that. They do, absolutely. Hasn't gone away with nerve pain, sorry, typo, anything to help with post-herpetic neuropathy. Yeah, so any neuropathy, in my experience with neuropathies is this, okay? You have nerves, tendons, veins, lymph nodes, glands. You have bones, tendons, everything that they all live and go through fascia. Nerves go through fascia like this, and they go through layers of fascia. If you want to see this, go to fascia magnified 25 times, and you can go and see that on YouTube. And then what you'll see is you'll see different layers of fascia, and you'll see like a webbing and water transiting it, and you'll see nerves and tendons slipping through different layers and different angles. Now, when the fascia is dehydrated, what happens is that nerve, as you move, it still has to pull and go back and forth through there, those nerves. And if it's dehydrated, the nerve itself, it's sticky. It scrapes on the nerve, and that nerve creates a lot of neuropathic pain. And so what we found in almost every neuropathy situation, over time when we hydrate the body, diatomaceous earth, Irish sea moss, use the Power Crick 30, which loosens the fascial tissue at the cellular level. And again, you can ask us for the science. It's peer-reviewed, scientifically proven. In Canada, the base unit of it, called BioBDMC, is just got approved at a higher dose as a COVID treatment. It's super powerful for reducing inflammation and connective tissue. You take those, you hydrate the body, and then you do fascial maneuvers to start to move it. What happens is the adhesions in the layer of fascia start to break up and move smoothly again with hydration. That's the best way to deal with neuropathies, in my opinion. The people that I've personally helped with, either clinically or afterwards, usually I don't think I have a person that I begin helping with that still has a neuropathy. It can last, it can be, sometimes it can be 4, 5, 6 months, but constantly doing this, you're going to get your body out. Okay. Advice for support, 29 degree Gemini, 7 years old. Yeah, she's on a mission to save the world. And 7 years, this is her spiritual year. This is a year she wants to know everything, learn everything, do everything, and she probably feels frustrated all the time, like I can't get out of it, I can't do it fast enough. So supporting that Gemini is keeping that Gemini in her body, giving her things to do specifically with her hands. Maneuvers with the hands, the finger maneuvers and the wrist maneuvers are really good for a Gemini, especially a 7-year-old, because you can get them to do it. Hey, let's play a game. Turn your thumb, pull it away, pull it around, and breathe. And you could do that for them. That will calm them down usually right away, especially at 29 degree Gemini, 7 years old. B12 deficiency. I'm doing the 28-day reset. Still need a shot for well. Well, so where does B12 come? Where do vitamins come from? It comes from the body. Your body gets the nutrients to stimulate it, but the building blocks for protein, the glycine and stuff like that, like if you eat 10 pounds of food and water, you eliminate through urine, defecation, sweat, all that. You urinate, defecate, breathe, sweat out 10 pounds of food and water. So it means that there's nothing left. The only thing left is the signaling pathways. So if you can get B12 by eating something, you can also get it other ways, because it's a stimulation. But once you eat something, your body goes, that's the fastest way to get it. So that's the fastest way for me to get protein, is to eat animal protein. And I agree. Once you start eating animal protein, that's the fastest way. Your body goes, oh, that's good. I got it really fast. That doesn't mean it can't get it another way. Like one of the things that we use is, because I'm plant-based. And again, looks like I'm working out. My body is really, really strong, and I'm plant-based. And so a lot of my B12, B vitamins, like you can get like from cacao, is a really good source. And there's a lot of other things, but the key point is this. It's over a 28-day period to habituate your body into something else. The way I went plant-based, I was not able to go plant-based. I had eaten, between 150 and 250 grams of protein almost every day of my life since I was in my early teens as a bodybuilder. I could tell you, if you go back, like 7, 8 years ago, I could tell you at any time of the day, roughly how many carbs, how many grams of carbs, fats, and proteins I'd had from years of doing it. And it was just programmed into me. I just instinctively knew about what I was eating. And I was having troubles going plant-based. I wanted to try. I wanted to say, okay, I know plant-based works. I know that there's science behind it, and I want to test it. But I kept having to go back to meat about once a week or twice a week, and I would feel all like, as soon as I'd eat it, I feel pumped up. The creatine would feel like it was working better, and I was never able to quite go there. So I did a 44-day fast with Jason and Cynthia. At the end of the fast, after the 28th day, we changed our body's relationship with the hormonal habituation to food. Like, for example, how does food work? When you eat food, that's not when digestion starts. It doesn't start when it hits the stomach. It starts on the thought, because if you think of something you want, your body starts salivating. Your body starts producing bacteria and enzymes in order to digest that. So that's actually where the digestion actually starts, is with the thought. So what happens is we did this interesting type of fasting. We did a spit fast for 3 days. What does that mean? We chewed our food and then spit everything out. And here's what happened. It was the weirdest thing. It was like my stomach would go, my small intestine would go. We could feel it because there's nothing in there. Then my large intestine would go. I could feel my liver firing up. I could feel my spleen going. I could feel all the actions of my body as if I had eaten the food. Call it homeopathic food. That's what homeopaths are. You don't take the liver, you take a drop that stimulates the function of your liver. So I was giving the signaling. So when I did that, when we did that, and I realized that my body was reacting in this habitual way to food, then I said, well, what if I break the habit of food? Well, how do you do that? You go 28 days. That's why rehabs are 28 days, because you break the habit or the addiction in your body over 28 days. So I broke the addiction to food over 28 days. And at the end of the 28 days, at 44 days, when we went back, it was the weirdest experience, because can you imagine, you look at food and you go, I know I like that food. I know that I've eaten it many times, but I have no memory of it. Memory. So when we remember, our limbs are members. Remember is putting together all the members, all the information. So we remember in our body, and our brain tells us about the memory, tells us about the emotion. We have emotions here, and the brain tells you. So I had no emotional connection to the food that I wanted to eat. The neat part of it is that Jason, Cynthia, and I, it was like every time we ate something, we go, oh my God, did it always taste that way? Wow, this is super good. Like, we changed our relationship with food. And in changing our relationship with food, it also changed how I wanted to eat it. So I no longer ate food as a fuel, because I no longer, after 44 days, and for those of you guys who know, after 44 days, I mean, I was still, after 44 days, I was fat. I was like, how is this possible? Which led to this whole repositioning of what I thought food was. And when we changed the relationship with food, then I said, with intent, I went and worked out, and my muscles wanted protein. So my body wanted protein. So what I did was with intent, I took nuts and I ate them, and I ate certain mushrooms high in protein, and I ate lentils, and said, okay, this is the protein. So my body now was remembering that. And that was a big change for me. That was the biggest change in what I believed about food. Jägermeister tastes like medicine, yeah. What are your thoughts on, okay, so already got that. Okay, Alexandra Michelle. Peptides are great. There's a point where you shouldn't need them. That's my point. We're not really providing diets. I mean, there's so many out there. We don't want to be in the diet business, and it changes all the time, and people argue about it. But plant-based, and share it. I mean, if you find something good, share it in our community. Okay. You did water fasting. Yeah, water fasting, but I did 2 weeks without water as well. Cynthia and Jay, I think, did 10 days. I was a few days ahead of them. So I did 2 weeks without water and 44 days in total fast. You can actually go watch it. We fasted for 44 days. It's in our podcast on our YouTube. Go check it out. I'm in 28-day reset, taking the supplements. Can I intake more Irish sea moss? Yes, absolutely. Yes, because Irish sea moss is a mineral base, which is a very balanced 94 of the 102 minerals you need. Yes, you can take more. I actually take the Irish sea moss. I actually take the Irish sea moss and I put it I'll put it in things like a soup. So I'll take the gel and put it in a soup. I actually take the gel and I'll put it in soda water with lime, and I put our Fascial sweet, which our Fascial sweet is really cool. We take an extract from stevia, an extract from monk fruit, one of the glycosides. So, I mean, there's many of them in there, many constituents. So it's not stevia and it's not monk fruit. We take some of the sweet components out and we put it in for 0 calorie, but these two in combination seem to regulate your blood sugar. Actually, that's what the clinical trial showed. Hypermobility. Yeah, I don't believe I'm hypermobile. I think hypermobility is an ability, but if you're having problems with it, it's because the muscles are still sticking. Muscle tissue, your fascia seems to be loosening up, and so what happens is that for hypermobility, usually heavy mineralization. So diatomaceous earth, Irish sea moss, Tower Curve 30 will help right away. Fascial maneuvers will start to loosen all of the fascial connections, both exterior to the muscle and inter, because fascia goes through the muscle too. Fascia goes through the brain, fascia is in the organs. Yeah, you're made of fascia, by the way. Like your organs, your muscles, your bones, your skeleton, it's all grown in that plasma, which is fascia. Fascia is the building block. Matter of fact, your bones have more silica in it, which your fascia is. Your bones have more silica in it than they do calcium. If your bones have too much calcium, they get brittle, crack. Brittle bone. Can we do the reset maneuvers with a single day or weekend? Absolutely. But you know what? I encourage you to think about it this way. Think about fascial maneuvers in a different way. I mean, you got to go do a yoga class. You got to get up, get prepared. Find ones that work for you. You're at your chair at work. Twist, breathe. Once an hour, twist, breathe, seated fascial maneuvers. Stand up. You stand up after sitting. Go like this. Back. Like this. You get up after sitting in a car. Anti-gravity. Because you're doing this stretching anyways. Like you're going and you're stretching here and stuff like that. Learn the fascial maneuvers that work for you and just add them into your day. It's about movement. Anuka bird. Does water fasting not affect fascia in a negative way? No, it doesn't dehydrate fascia. Anuka bird.
Oh, hi.
Haruka.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Oh, I talked to you before, right?
Yes. And
You're in
yeah,
Japan,
I got the
right?
supplements.
You're in Japan. And did you get
Yes,
supplements?
yes, thank you so much, Gary.
Awesome. How long did it take to get supplements to you?
How long did it take?
Yeah.
It was pretty quick. I think it was like maybe about 10 days or so.
Woo! That's good. I know I can get them to. And you're in Japan, right?
Yeah, I'm in Japan.
That's good. I know now we can ship to Japan in 10 days. Thank you. You confirmed that for me.
Well, yeah, thank you so much.
What did you notice after taking supplements? Or what are you noticing?
The thing is, like, I was gonna start the 28-day reset, but I've been kind of slow, so I haven't been taking them consistently.
Yeah, okay. Just start anytime.
Yeah, but yeah, I do feel good when I take them. Yeah, but I just thought like maybe I should take them while I'm doing the maneuvers.
Yeah, I mean, look
Mm.
at the end of it in Japan, you can get diatomaceous earth, and you can get like a moss or sea moss or lots of seaweed. You can get you can get the minerals.
Okay.
They are going to help your body. They're going to help your body recalibrate, and then it'll make the maneuvers easier. And one of the things that they will do is to also help you. A lot of the times, it's a motivation issue, and the motivation
Okay.
is usually because the small intestine is clogged up. Yeah, serotonin. Then the dopamine doesn't fire properly, so it's like hard to get the motivation. But even if you just do one maneuver a day, that works.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to make a big deal of it. Take one that you like, totally twisted. Do it while you're
Oh,
sitting there working or standing, or do anti-gravity.
yeah, I mean, I did the 1 day reset. I thought, oh wow, there are so many movements.
Yeah, and you don't have to do them all. I mean, the whole point is this, is that even a movement like anti-gravity,
Mm.
even that will take out a significant amount of stress from your body. And if you do that repetitively, one
Hmm.
movement, if you did one movement 3 times a day, after 3 days, you would feel completely different.
Oh, okay. So maybe I should just stick to a few movements and repeat them
Yeah,
daily.
yeah. Like
Okay.
the stress reset is just totally twisted both ways, anti-gravity, and then pellet swipe. Those are three of them. They're really quick. And
Mm.
when you like, I can do the stress reset. Like I can do that because I'll do it in the morning. I can do all 10 maneuvers in the morning in about 18 minutes, and do them.
Wow.
Yeah, because I can shorten my breath a little bit. I don't have to invest all the time. I don't have to walk 3 minutes in between. Those are all
Mm.
things that just deepen the experience. But yeah, but you're better off to take one that you like and do it multiple times a day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, yeah. I'll do that then. Yeah.
How do you? By the way, how do you like the Japanese videos?
I haven't seen them yet.
Okay, go to our website under multi languages, foreign languages,
Okay.
and we have Japanese, and then Ikwe has all the Japanese ones,
Oh,
including all of the hacks
mm-mm.
and all the little body hacks. She has those in Japanese on her site, and she has them on her YouTube and on her Instagram.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I'll check them out. Yeah, yeah. I love Ikwe. I sometimes join her when she does her
Yeah,
lives.
yeah, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
that's really, really good. I'm glad you got the
Yeah.
supplements. I'm happy you did.
Much.
So, so just take it one step at a time, okay?
Mm-mm. Yeah, yeah. I will.
Any questions?
Um. Yeah, I was gonna ask you something that like I forgot.
You can
Well, I have a. Sorry.
go ahead.
I have a bunch of questions, but I don't know if they're that relevant.
Go
Um,
ahead. Try them out.
yeah, yeah, I don't know if you're familiar, but like I actually I'm a musician and I play an instrument. I also sing, and I've been like I don't know if it's because of my age. I'm in my mid 40s, and I feel like when I was younger, I used to be able to sing, quite a lot, and I was okay. But recently, I lose my voice very easily.
No problem. I
Is
got it handled.
Oh,
I'll tell you this, Kate. Now, this will get you to do fascial maneuvers.
oh, okay.
So, I have never been able to sing my entire life. I go to karaoke, people tell me to sit down. Today, I can sing in pitch. Justin Timberlake, Elton John, doesn't matter. And because vocal cords are resonance, they're frequency. It's like a
Mm,
piano, it's like a guitar.
yeah.
Or a piano, if I hit a C at one piano, the other one vibrates. That's what vocal cords are. So there are a series, the upper reset maneuvers are designed specifically for for things like vocal performance. There's one here where you go like this and go like this. Have you done that?
Mm, I don't think so.
You want to try? Can you put your phone down? You want to try it?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so what you do is you take your left hand, pull it down, pull the skin down on your neck and lock it on the clavicle bone. So if I go like that, I feel it stretching. Take your right hand, go up about this far, and pull the skin up like you're choking yourself, but not really squeezing. You're just pushing it up. Squat. Look up and breathe. Look up and breathe. Really pull your hands apart. Okay. Now talk.
Yeah, I feel much better.
Yeah, it's immediately it works on your vocal cords. So a lot of my recording artists and musicians, that's the one that they use just before they sing, and just before I sing, I do the same thing because I love to sing now because I can. So, but if you really, the reason why the vocal cords are getting tired is over time. It's not age; it's time of not doing something. We get compressed and pulled forward. The shoulders go in. That's compression of the vocal cord. So the vocal cord you have to actually tighten up in here and tighten up in here in your diaphragm more in order to articulate it. So when you release the fascia, and if you go to our website, the upper reset is designed for vocal performance.
Oh, is it the upper body reset?
Yeah, because the thing is that if I'm tight through here, it pulls forward and down. If I'm pulled forward and down, my vocal cords are strained. If I open up, then my vocal cords come up and they open up. See, all you have to do is find the motivation to do fascial maneuvers, and if you can sing better and easier.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, I also find that like maybe I mean just my back, my front body gets very tense. It's very angry.
Yeah, that's part of it. That's the upper reset. We'll get rid of all that. The other one you can do is you can pull the skin apart right here and push your chest out and breathe and go. Okay, good. Now go right under here. Here's your xiphoid bone. Go under here into the stomach and diaphragm and pull apart.
It's
Push up
always really, really tight.
and breathe. Okay, come up, take a deep breath, move around a little bit.
Yeah, like
Now sing.
yeah, this part feels better.
Now let's try. Take a deep breath. Easier to get a breath, huh?
Yeah. Wow.
And sing. Like you do a note.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what it does is it removes the congestion in your cavity, which creates the vibration. The cavity creates vibration like this all the way up through here, out here. But this is part of the deepness, the tone, the tenor, the tone of your voice comes right from here. And then it forces out here. So the more loose this is, the more you can force out.
Yeah, I really want to work on like loosening up, especially like my upper.
Okay, so upper reset.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna check on you again. I want you to do the upper reset. Okay, go do the upper reset. Just do it. Just make it a thing for 7 days and watch what it does to your singing voice. You will be shocked. I mean, literally shocked.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll give it a go.
Okay, Haruka.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Take care.
Okay.
Coming to you the way from Japan. Thanks, Hiruka. Yes, scoliosis reversible, 100%. You guys, if you just go back on our live back in August. Go back on our live in August, and you'll see I did a 1 hour and reversed the scoliosis in 1 hour live. Did the whole thing live. I think it might be on our website too. Is it on our website, Lisa? Do you know?
Which one?
Scoliosis reversal?
The video?
Yeah.
I don't know for sure.
But you can find it if you go back in our Instagram around August. It was the first part of August, right?
Yep.
Yeah, first part of August. If you go back in our Instagram video, first part of August, you'll see scoliosis reversal. You'll see a reel there, but you'll see a live where we reverse the scoliosis 1 hour. Okay. Don't give up. Don't give up. Please don't give up. Trying to bring you live. Is diabetes too? I believe. I mean, Dr. Sebi believes. Yes, I have lots of people that reverse diabetes on a regular basis and tell us that. Again, I'm not making a claim. Hair loss. Go into the 28-day reset and then do the lower reset. Do the psoas release. Do that twice a day because you got to get this open up. But do the lower reset as your daily routine and do the 28-day reset with the supplements. The silica and the diatomaceous earth that exfoliates the small intestine and the Irish sea moss. People, you'll see like in there, people are saying, I got my hair back. Boron, which brand? I don't know where you are. There's so many different brands. I can't. Boron is boron. Honestly, it is. Boric acid is a place because boron, sodium, and oxygen. Like I said, when I have boric acid, I do it. When I have boron, I do it. When I have borax, if I do it, I don't care. Stuck in a hypersensitive state. Yeah, if you're stuck in a hypersensitive state and it's evolved me, most likely there's chronic dehydration. So diatomaceous earth, Irish sea moss. If you can get the 28-day reset bundle, that will really help you because the power curve calms it down right away. But the maneuvers and the hypersensitive state is take your body out of stress twice a day for 21 days. You do that, your hypersensitive state will start to go away. By the 28th day, the habit of it will go away too. Ask your wrist in a cast, what to do. I don't know your particular situations, but if you look at what we did for, you go to one-footed sprinter, take a look what we did for this Frank break. It's one of the worst ones ever fell in the foot. He took off his cast. We did the maneuvers. He managed the inflammation with Power Kirk and with the minerals. And between him and us, we helped him. He was walking again within a month, and he's fully walking without cast or crutch a couple of months later. Okay. See here. Where are your voice one? Sciatic nerve damage. I don't believe the same thing that everybody else believes around nerve damage. If you can regrow a liver, your nerves can repopulate, and they just need the right conditions. They need to have the hydration, need to have the fascia loose, it needs to be moving, blood flow and supply has to be getting to them. That's usually why we have a problem in the first place. Is blood supply stops to them because fascia contracts. Fascia is a crystalline structure, so as it contracts, it's basically like fiberglass. But as it opens up, you're like a liquid crystal. Okay, that's not going on either. Natalie Molina. Try you. Man, I've been trying to bring up a lot of people today. Not working. Wrist flexibility, do RA, do the 28-day reset. diatomaceous, iridinos. Make sure you get on boron, 100 milligrams a day, and all their deviation, what can be done. There's the lower, the upper reset, and the wrist release and the hand release will work right away, start to help you. But you've got to deal with the RA symptoms, which is your GI tract, okay? So 28-day reset, plan on doing it for 3 months in a row. We have many people that have reversed RA. We have, I cured my autoimmune disease, Claire, on our platform. She came back from the doctor with a clear statement, no RA. I think 2 months, the 28-day reset. Yeah, actually, could you technically regrow your appendix? Yeah, I mean, if you can regrow a liver, you can regrow a gallbladder, you can regrow an appendix. Like people, but we can regrow half your liver, but why wouldn't we regrow the gallbladder if it's just sitting in them? It doesn't even make sense. What? Who? Who? Hey, I don't understand. I can't. One second. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know for sure.
Oh, I'm at the end of my day, by the way. Cynthia's trying to talk to me and I didn't understand. Sorry, guys. Gut issues, diarrhea. I'm 51 years old. Just wondering what I should do. Grace Cornea, the gut issues, the diarrhea. Go do the lower reset and the organ reset. Lower reset and the organ reset. The lower reset, the psoas release on the right side usually is what happens. What'll get rid of the diarrhea. Diarrhea typically is because if it's chronic, it's because the valve between the small and large intestine gets lodged open, and then the bacteria from the small intestine gets into the large intestine. The small intestine is there to digest and make all mushy. And if it gets into the large intestine, it keeps doing it. Yeah, I mean, it happens to me once in a while. I mean, not so much anymore, but it has. Like, it used to happen to me when I would go back and forth between Mexico and Canada. Why do you always ignore my comment? What is your comment, Jolo the Hopper? I don't know. I mean, listen, there's hundreds and hundreds of comments in here. Can you tell me what your comment is and what I'm ignoring? Jolo the Hopper. Can you regrow teeth? Okay, sincere question. They have a new drug out of Japan that regrows teeth. It's already been peer reviewed. It's being tested. It's being used. If they can regrow teeth with a drug, that drug came after something that was natural. If you can regrow something that's natural, if you can regrow something that is natural with a drug, you can regrow something with natural. And if you can regrow something with natural, then there's multiple ways to do it. That's stimulating your body to grow. It's not the drug that heals your body. Your drug stimulates things in your body that heal itself. I need QL and ankle fix. Your stuff always helps. Oh, QL and ankle fix. Do the entire lower reset, Jolo the Hopper, and the barefoot sprinter routine number 2. Okay, the lower reset, barefoot sprinter routine number 2, and for your QL. Okay, in the lower reset you got psoas release, but do one extra one. Do pull over. That loosen up around the QL. This will get here around there. So basically, lower reset, barefoot sprinter routine number 2, and the pullover, and that should get it for you. Okay, Jolo the Hopper. Hey guys, I think I don't know if you're feeling it. I have been tired all day, and I've been up. I get up at 5 in the morning, and I've been like walking around trying to move and feeling this. We've got a full moon tomorrow. This full moon is in Taurus, and this full moon in Taurus, super important. Whatever you say between now and Sunday is going to have some effect in your manifestations in your life. And also, people or situations around you are going to reveal themselves in the next 2 days. It's a full moon eclipse in Taurus, super powerful, and I'm feeling it. I mean, I am feeling it right now, just tired, like really, really good, but really, really tired. So we'll see you guys on Monday. If you haven't done it yet, please go to our YouTube. And when you get there, please subscribe. We just found out, I think it was 70% of our, 70% of our visitors are not subscribed. So if you can do that, please do that. And also, if you are in the 28-day reset and you're halfway through, or your lifestyle artist program, there's some spots left for Costa Rica coming up here later on, in November. And you just got time to get in. There's a few spots left. And if you're in the 28-day reset, I think you have to be through the second week before you're invited to go. We just want to make sure you have a baseline of what you're getting into, because we're going to be teaching people about partner maneuvers and how to help each other when we get there. So it's going to be really, really good. Also, if you haven't done it yet, go to our new webpage, check it out, and check out all the different ways to. I'm at 29 too. Check out if you're 29, your sun sign, DM me. Check out on our new webpage all the new race sets and stuff like that. And you go to YouTube, you go to Human Garage on YouTube, and then hit the subscribe button. Thank you, everybody. Have a really good weekend.